2:30 in the afternoon. A phone rings inside the Appanoose County Sheriff's Office, and a voice on the other end says 3 people have just been shot inside a house. That's the entire tip. No name for the shooter. No idea if he's still inside. 9 people were under that roof when it happened. And when deputies finally track down the person responsible, he isn't running through a cornfield, and he isn't holed up in a room somewhere. He's walking, 8 blocks away. Like it's any other Monday. He's 17 years old. The town is Moulton, Appanoose County, Iowa, close enough to the Missouri border that you could walk it before dinner. Just over 600 people call it home. It's the kind of place where a shooting doesn't happen to strangers. It happens to your neighbor, your cousin, somebody you went to school with. The house is on East 3rd Street. On any other Monday, it's just a house. That afternoon, there were 9 people inside it, 5 adults, 4 kids. A blended family under one roof. A father, his estranged wife, described by investigators as the family's stepmother, his 20-year-old son from an earlier relationship, that son's 22-year-old girlfriend, and the 17-year-old, the youngest adult in a house full of people who were, in theory, supposed to be looking out for each other. Here's the detail I can't get past. 9 people were in that house. 4 of them got hurt. The other 4 kids walked away without a scratch. There's a version of this story that's so much darker than the one we got, and I keep thinking about how thin that line actually was. 2:27 p.m. Dispatch takes the call. 3 people shot. That's all anyone knows. Deputies roll out blind. No name, no direction. No idea whether the shooter's still in that house or already halfway out of town. They find him first. 8 blocks from the house, near 8th and Main. He's not running. He's not hiding. He's hurt, but not from the gun. Investigators say that happened earlier, during a physical fight, before anyone reached for a weapon. Deputies take him into custody without incident. Only then do they go back to the house. That's when they find the other 3, the stepmother, the brother, the girlfriend. All shot, all still conscious enough to be flown or driven to hospitals in Centerville, Des Moines, and Iowa City. Every injury, thankfully, non-life-threatening. Within hours, Iowa's Division of Criminal Investigation is on scene. So is the Iowa State Patrol. So is the Centerville Police Department. For a town of 600 people, that's not a small response. That's nearly every available resource in the region converging on one address. Sheriff Gary Anderson said something that day I haven't shaken since. No threat to the public. This wasn't random. This was a family, in a house, on a Monday afternoon like any other. Until it wasn't. This case is still open, still being investigated, and manufacturing a reveal out of a real family's real tragedy isn't something I'll do. Not for a view count. Not for anybody. If you want true crime that waits for the truth, instead of guessing at it, hit subscribe. That's the whole reason this channel exists. Here's what's actually confirmed. A fight breaks out first, physical, between the 17-year-old and people inside that house. At some point, he walks into his father's bedroom and comes out holding a .40 caliber handgun. This isn't random gunfire. Investigators say he specifically targeted 3 people: his stepmother, his brother, and his brother's girlfriend. Then he walks out the door. On foot. For a few minutes, an armed teenager's location is a mystery to an entire town. 6 felony charges follow: 3 counts of attempted murder, 3 counts of willful injury, an $85,000 cash-only bond, a cell in the Appanoose County Jail. And here's the part that actually stays with me. Not the shooting. Not the charges. It's the blank space nobody's filled in yet. What that fight was even about. The sheriff's office won't guess. They've said, flatly, it's too early to know. Honestly, that restraint tells me more than a tidy answer ever could. Right now, Dracona Lee Clark sits in the Appanoose County Jail, charged. And, like anyone facing charges, 17 or not, presumed innocent until a court says otherwise. 3 members of his family are healing from wounds that will close a lot faster than whatever actually happened inside that house. There's no verdict here. No bow on top. Just a small town, a full house, and a question only a courtroom can answer now. Not a comment section. Not a YouTube video. If cases without a clean ending aren't your thing, and you want one where every last piece finally clicks into place, click the video on your screen right now. That one's finished. This one's still being written.